All right, everybody expected us to come out ready to go after that loss on Christmas Day, and that's exactly what we did here. Take a look at Clay, waiting deep three ball. We were locked in defensively as well. You see the strip from Draymond, Clay out in transition, and he's learning how to run a two-man break a lot better than he had in his past. KD, one of his 17 rebounds on the night, and this has been a casualty here, this coast-to-coast finish for KD. We've seen him do this pretty much every night now. You see Steph here. Everybody wanted to see what Steph was going to do. There's the floater. And here he is finding Clay for another three ball. And Toronto, I think, knew we were going to come out guns blazing. A couple early timeouts. And he was more aggressive, looking at point for the screen, and then the pull-up 28-footer, Hat and Steph Curry. And Oracle's kind of sighing in relief, like, okay, is Steph okay or what? 19-4 to start. It was a big run. This time, the kick out to KD. Now, that pass, does he make that pass to Harrison Barnes, or does he finish that left-handed? Now, here's a three that he misses, but I just like that he took the shot. We haven't seen him take these kind of little, like, heat check shots. You see Draymond with the strip here, gets it out to transition, KD. And then Iguodala, no LeBron on the court, all of a sudden he can elevate and dunk. Funny. And Livingston's getting abused. He's really having a tough time. They've taken him off ball with the second unit with KD, and he's really struggling. There's a turnover. Terrence Ross had a night, man. He's very J.R. Smith-like in the way when he gets going, you know, there's nothing really you can do, and now Kerr wants the timeout. You see the score, we're still up 20 here, but he can sense it. Now he hits the three, and like I said, with his elevation on his jump shot, there's nothing you can do when he's going. And now the step back. Ross is a nice player when he's on, very J.R. Smith-like. And there's a strip and a steal. Now, there's a difference between a turnover like that, okay, because that's a turnover created by the defense. I don't have as much of a problem with that as opposed to a turnover like this, where Draymond is just hunting for assists. That's a terrible pass, especially to Zaza. Watch Iguodala so concerned with selling the foul on this screen. Look, he just gives up on the play, and DeRozan with the floater. Fight over the screen and make a defensive stop. How about that? Steph splitting that high pick and roll a lot more in those games. Kerr said we would do it, and we did. High pick and roll for Steph. Now you see KD playing the 4 or the 5. He's got Valanciunas. Look at him. There's nothing Valanciunas can do. Backpedaling, coast to coast. But here's a perfect microcosm of the season. Steph passes up the 3. KD overpasses, and it leads to another turnover. Now look at Iguodala and his embarrassing flopping. 20 points off turnovers for Toronto. But to end the half, you see the high pick and roll again, and KD, who had a couple of these to end it, and really retook the momentum going into the half after Toronto had stolen it. Now watch Carroll Hill. He just jumps the passing lane. He doesn't even play Draymond for the shot because he's not been shooting, and then this time, he thinks about it. No rhythm, no shot. Draymond's got to shoot the open shot. Clay, that's Clay's fault. He ran this man into KD, but he makes up for it. The Iguodala-like strip. And then Draymond with the right decision going back to Clay for the 3 ball. And Steph, he just can't help himself. You see that one worked out, the nice behind-the-back pass, but he's got to have one a game, and lately it just hasn't been working out. And when's the last time we've seen him go high off glass with the left hand? That was very encouraging, despite the hard fall. And then this happened. This was all over everywhere. It's funny how Ig can contort his body and do this wild shit, right? But in Cleveland, he acts like he can't even jump over a piece of paper. So that was fun to see. It's just interesting to see when Iguodala chooses to use his knees. Fourth quarter now, too close for comfort. And look at this set here. Livingston off ball, like I said, has really hurt him, and he's been ineffective on the offensive end, honestly. And then this just turns into an ISO, easy trap, and another turnover. This time it's DeRozan finishing at the rim. So Toronto battles all the way back. I don't know how many timeouts Kerr took. He wasn't pleased, though, and I don't think I've ever seen him take so many timeouts in a game. Go, important play, no high pick and roll. It's Iguodala getting trapped on the baseline. KD doesn't catch it clean. And then Clay with a straight-up chuck in a 7-point game. And we're going to see more transition baskets for Toronto to cut it to 5. So we hang on, but it wasn't pretty. As Warrior fans, we've been spoiled. But the lack of killer instinct has been disturbing, and I think we miss Mo and Barbosa's intensity and intangibles they brought. Now, you hear a team takes on its personality of its coach, so at some point, Kerr's going to have to shoulder some of this blame. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out, y'all.